Welcome everyone to this Yin Yoga session. We'll start with a moment of interiorization. So make sure that you're sitting with the back straight, the eyes closed. Relax all unnecessary contractions. Relax the abdomen. And notice the flow of the natural breath in and out of the body. The breath will be our guide for the duration of the practice. Keep this connection to the breath. For our first posture, we'll come into the child pose. So here you can use a cushion, a bolster, a blanket. Use anything you feel most comfortable with. Also, you don't need to use anything at all. And then gently come forward, relax the forehead, the arms are out in front. The hips are towards the heels. You can also place something underneath the buttocks to support. Remember, we hold here the stillness of the body for a few minutes, so be comfortable. And in this stillness, notice how the breath moves. And notice, is there any tight space in the body? If so, allow the breath to fill this space. Breathing into the tight spaces, breathing out, relaxing deeper, really allowing the breath to flow deeply and slowly. Let all unnecessary tensions relax. And now really taking your time, being gentle with the body, slowly come back up. And for the awareness phase, you can either sit in Vajrasana as you are, or extend the legs out in front if there's any stiffness or tightness in the legs. We'll be transitioning now into the double pigeon pose. So here you cross the legs over in front with the right leg in front, and you want the shins of both legs to be parallel with the front of the mat. So when you look down, you should see a triangle inside the legs, pointing towards the groin. Use any support that you need underneath the knees or hips. Or even as you come down, you can have a cushion, bolster, or use your hands as support. Once you have made all your final adjustments, make sure to keep the stillness of the body. a relaxed stillness. And simultaneously allow the breath to move through the body in a deep and slow way. If you feel any tight sensation in the legs or in the hips, then breathe into this area or anywhere else in the body. Remember to keep sending the breath there. And if thoughts come, let them come. If they go, let them go. Simply come back to the breath again and again. We'll now be preparing to exit the posture. Do so very slowly and gently with the body. If you want, you can extend the legs out in front for the awareness phase. Notice the effects, the sensations, the breath. And then we switch sides. So bring the left leg in front. Remember, shins parallel to the front of the mat. A triangle when you look down, pointing towards the groin. Use any support cushions that you may need under the hips, knees, or under the head. Coming into your posture, keeping this soft stillness of the body. And in this stillness, allow the breath to move slowly, deeply. Allow the inhalation to fill any tight space in the body. With the exhalation, letting go. Let the exhale draw out completely, as if you would be melting with the exhalation. Continue like this with the breath. If the mind wanders, bring it back to the breath. Gently, we'll be making our way out of the posture. Take your time. Come to sit, either with the legs still crossed in front or extend the legs. In this phase, simply be aware of the effect of the posture in the sensations in the body and in the breath. Now we switch to our next asana, the square shoelace pose. You can first shake out the legs if you need. Cross here the right leg over the left, as if you would have the right leg in Gomukhasana. Here again, place a cushion anywhere you need, under the knees, under the hips, above the knee. And then gently make your way forward and down. You can also have something to support the forehead if you need, like a little chair or a brick. Once you have found your posture, try to maintain this absolute stillness of the body, a soft stillness. And at the same time, become aware of the breath. Breathe into any tight space in the body. If you feel any tightness, any strong sensation, breathe into that space. Remember, there should be a difference between strong sensation and pain. If there's ever pain, you can always come out. Approach the practice with kindness towards the body. And feel how with every exhalation there is this sensation of melting, letting go, as we allow the exhale to draw out completely. Allowing the exhale to draw out completely. With the next inhalation, take your time to come up. Extend the right leg. Staying here for the awareness phase. Noticing the effects. And then we switch sides. Left leg goes over the right. Again, use any support that you may need. Under the knees, above, under the hips, or for the head. Come forward without forcing. Allow the upper body to relax. Come into a relaxed immobility of the body. In this seeming stillness, we can feel how the breath moves, how the heart beats. Maybe we can perceive our thoughts more clearly without touching the contents of the mind. We come back again to the breath, breathing into any tight spaces and allowing the exhalation to draw out completely. As if we were melting with every exhale. On the next inhalation, we'll gently make our way out of the posture, walking the fingertips towards the hips. Extend the left leg. You can shake out any tensions if you need to. And then relax the legs for the awareness phase, noticing the effects on the opposite side. We'll make our way into the next posture, into the Sphinx pose. So here we come onto the belly. Make sure that the elbows are below the shoulders and the arms are about forearm length apart. The fingers are spread, the chest is open, the head simply looks forward, and the eyes are closed. Face is relaxed. Remember in general to keep the eyes closed throughout the postures themselves to aid this sense of interiorization and awareness as well, to deepen the awareness of the breath. Breathing through any tight space. Breathing into any tight space, any strong sensation in the body. Breathing out, allowing the exhalation to draw out completely, as if we were melting with the exhale. And continue like this with the breath, allowing it to move slowly, deeply through the body. With awareness, we'll gently start to make our way out of the posture. So we press into the hands, and then we press back with the hips towards the heels to child pose to release the back. Resting here for a moment, and again noticing the effects of the Sphinx pose. Noticing the breath. And from here, we will come into Anahata asana. So it's quite a deep, intense stretch for the back and for the shoulders. Use any support you need. So I'll show now the full posture where the chest goes towards the ground. The arms are stretched out in front with the chin or forehead resting on the ground. So here you can use a bolster or a cushion under the chest and under the forehead or chin if you need. You can use a blanket, a cushion under the chest, or you can simply come down, keeping the chin or forehead on the ground. Remember that you want to be comfortable enough so you can hold the posture in stillness. The hips are above the knees in one line. Keep the eyes closed, the face relaxed. And with the inhalation, breathe into any tight space, any strong sensation within the body. And with the exhalation, allow the exhale to draw out completely. Continue like this with the breath. If it's ever too much, remember, don't force it. Approaching the body with kindness. Keep the breath moving. And now gently and carefully, we'll make our way out by laying down on the belly. Make a pillow with the hands. Rest the head either to one side or the forehead onto the hands. Feel the rise and fall of the abdomen with every breath. Feel the effects, the sensations through the body. And now we'll be making our way onto the back. So if you have a bolster, use a bolster, or you can roll up a blanket in the same way. So place it down first, either your rolled up blanket or your bolster on the mat. You can place a blanket or a pillow at the very top of the bolster. We'll sit down in Baddha Konasana with the feet together with some space between the hips and the feet. And when you lay down, make sure that where the bolster starts is where the rib cage starts on the back. So that's where the bolster should begin, where the rib cage begins on the back, in one line. And then place also the blanket, the lower part, where the skull begins in the back of the head. Open the arms to the side with the palms facing upwards. You can use here as well cushions under the knees if you have sensitive knees or if you may have too strong of sensations in the hips. You can also use a blanket to keep yourself warm. remembering to keep a soft, absolute stillness of the body. And in this deep, relaxed stillness, we feel how the abdomen rises and falls. We feel how the face is completely relaxed, especially the area of the eyes. And feel again that with every exhalation, the breath draws out completely. And with every inhalation, we breathe into any tight space or strong sensation in the body. The whole time keeping the belly soft. So if you want to stay here for the final relaxation, you can. You can also just extend the legs out in front. Otherwise, we'll be slowly making our way out of the posture. First, bringing the knees together. The right arm above the head to roll onto the side. The left arm supports. And just stay here for a few moments. Again, take notice of the effects of the sensations. And then gently make your way to sit for a moment, just to move the cushion or the blanket or any props out of the way, to prepare for our final relaxation for Savasana. Lay on the back, arms slightly away from the body, palms of the hands face upwards. Here you can also have a blanket underneath the head or a pillow. Something else that is really nice is to put a bolster under the knees or a rolled up blanket under the knees. The feet are about the width of the mat apart. The eyes are closed. Especially emphasize this deep relaxation of the eyelids, of the jaw, and of course of the entire body. We'll take a few moments of silence here, just to really allow ourselves to to relax, to let go, to feel nourished. Keep the belly soft. Feel the rise and the fall of the abdomen with every breath. Feel the rise and the fall of the abdomen with every breath. And keeping the eyes closed and the sense of interiorization, start to make small movements with the body at first. And then, when you're ready, stretch the body in whichever way is most comfortable. Bring the knees towards the chest. Roll onto one side and stay there for a moment. And then gently come up into a comfortable seated position with the back straight, the eyes closed. Take a few moments to observe the effects of the practice. What is the difference now when we feel the body, feel the breath, as when we were sitting in the very beginning of practice? Thank you, everyone, for joining me. I wish you a beautiful day, guided by breath. Namaste.